So first and foremost, I went to your fan site because we knew you were going to be here. I asked some questions. Everybody is asking me why the extra eye. So you got to tell us why you added that.
Oh, well, it was just, a personal reason, and it was kind of like the vibe of it, That's all.
No big deal. And people want to know what's the deal with the record situation, record label, because I know you were kind of...
Well, I'm independent. I'm doing it independently. The album's like 80% finished. I think I have about 20% more to go. It's just there's certain things that I want to accomplish sonically. Yeah. So I think we're almost there. But I'm really excited about it.
As an independent artist, what does it allow you to do in the creation process that you wouldn't have been able to do when you were on a label?
Well, I've always been able to just be as creative as I want. I've always had creative control, so that's not new. However, I think just right now, it's less about being independent and more about just where I am. There's certain things that I always wanted to do, but I think I just wasn't really ready to do it yet. This album is very different from the others. I always do fusion. I always have, whether it's hip hop and rock and soul and all those things. But this time I kind of mixed different elements. I did the new wave and 80s thing before, but now I'm kind of fusing it with a little bit of an androgynous approach vocally, which is kind of, it sounds really weird, but when you really, you're like, yeah, it sounds really weird.
No.
I'm kidding. No, so, because the whole album is about who we are spiritually and not necessarily physically. So I talk about that in the subject matter. Sonically, I use a lot of very cool sounds, heavy drums, all that stuff. But vocally, I also wanted to use that androgynous approach because on a spiritual level, we don't really have a gender. So it's kind of like, it's like a symbolic of that vocally, not only sonically, not only lyrically, but from every aspect.
Now, everybody keeps throwing out that name, and you know what name I'm going to say that they want you to work with. Is there a Rich Harrison and you collab coming back? Or are you guys done?
No, we're not done. We're definitely going to do something in the future. We talk about it all the time, and we recently spoke about it not too long ago. We have to see if it's going to be this project or not. Because, I have my own company with my husband and my business partner, and he has his own company as well. So we'll see. We'll see if it's on this project, but definitely will be in the future for sure.
But if he does an album for you, he's got to give you the sound first, right? He can't be throwing it to the other lady.
Well, we have our own sound. We create our own sound, and even though we've done that before, if you hear it, you know where you heard it first. So.
I like that. And on your first album, you had that very people compared you to like an upcoming Mary J. Blige, and then you kind of switched the sound. But one thing you showed them in the Touch video is you can dance. Are we going to see some more dancing from Ameriie?
Definitely more dancing. I love to dance. I love to entertain. So that all comes with it, And sonically, I always love to change things because I'm always throwing something different. The last album was very much rock, live instrumentation, soul, nostalgic 90s R&B, hip-hop R&B in particular. So, I always like to mix it up.
Okay, and if you could describe the new album in 3 words, can you give us a hint, a feeling?
Epic. I'll just go ahead and say that. It's very much a humanist record. And this last one, epic, humanist, power.
Okay, and before you go, is there anybody you want to work with or are collaborating with?
Well, so far I've worked with Drunken Tiger JK and T, Korean artists. I'm keeping it open. It depends. It's harder to find collaborations with this project because of the subject matter, because of what I'm talking about. It's so particular. I wake up and I'll have a song in my head. I get inspired by colors, you know what I mean? So it's not just like, here's a song and we'll just throw anyone on it. It really has to really match.